Hello and welcome to the Philippines. Many of you know that I've done many reviews of different condominiums projects here in Cebu City, Mandaue City area, and over on Mac 10. Some of you would prefer and have asked for more information on housing subdivisions. And there are dozens or maybe even hundreds of them in the cities. I've walked through some of them and just going to give you a little bit of look at what they are. These are gated subdivisions, and I've had some success just walking up to the security guard and inquiring as to whether there were any rentals available. And most of the subdivisions I've been in consist of older houses and some areas of the subdivisions with newer apartments and or condominium type projects in them. Some have some storefronts in them, usually not much in the way of sorry stores, that type of thing. I haven't seen much of that. There are probably areas where there are. The secured gates, some of them have a gate on either end or two or three different gates in which you can enter in. Gives you an idea there, and I try not to show the phone numbers because that information will probably be outdated by the time many people see the video. And what I found is in the Philippines is that street signs, banners is a big business here. And many people just go get banners of various sizes printed and they hang them out on the street or post them to telephone poles, put the signs up in their own community so other people coming through. And as I've said many times, the Filipinos are some of the best networked people in the world. They talk and share information, and if they see a rental posted someplace and they have a friend or family member looking for something like that, they're going to pass that information on very quickly. If you do I tried to get a list of subdivisions in the Cebu City area, and I didn't have any luck coming up with actually a list. I did, when I did a search, I come up with dozens of realty companies who had ads for various houses and apartments, and that's what I would suggest that you would do if you're interested in this type of thing, or do what I've done and it's best to use if you have a Filipino help you find a place. Walk through an area. If you find a place, if you have a Filipino friend, have them go in and check out the pricing and the details. There is such a thing as a foreigner price, and it's just a way to save some money. Most of these developments and the houses seem to be well kept up. Virtually every property is gated. And I have a friend up in the Manila area, Antipolo area, who has told me he lives in a gated community, and he has heard of theft within his community. So there's no guarantees any place you're at. And that guy, you might want to check out his channel. In fact, Catabatic, he does music videos, very good music videos. And he's one of the first ones who started following my channel and commenting on my channel regularly. So even though I haven't met him, I consider him a friend. We've corresponded back and forth on a number of issues.
Is this house for rent?
It turned out that house was already rented. Patville here is on Cabahog Street in Cebu City, very close to Mandaue City, and they let me go in here and look around, and they weren't sure if there were openings or not. I did find a couple of signs
Hello.
on places.
You know, are there rentals in here? What? You know if there are house rentals in here? Rentals? No? Okay, very good, thanks.
The area seemed to be relatively quiet, although there were occasionally dogs barking and roosters crowing. Of course, that looks like a rather nice place right there. At the very end of this street, I met an older lady who was not happy that I was in the neighborhood, and she was. I don't blame her. I'm a foreigner, and she's wondering. She basically said, "What are you doing here?" And I stated I asked if there were any rentals available, and down here off to the left, there's more like larger apartment building, and I was told that there were no rentals available. But then I went down a couple other streets, and I noticed there were some houses that have signs up for rent and numbers, contact information.
Hello.
Anyway, it's a good idea just to ask the locals, walk around the different areas.
PPRS residences.
And generally people, now Country Club Village is right next to the country club, very close to IT Park, and I was not able to get in there without contact information. The details will change, obviously, with each property. So you or a friend, somebody you know, or a realtor needs to get in touch with the owners and get the details. Anyway, that's just a quick look at what's available in gated communities. They also have brand new gated communities where you can buy properties. Many of those are up in the hills a little bit, and eventually I'll get up there also. Anyway, thank you for coming along. Please like, please share the video, please subscribe. Safe travels to you all, and we'll see you next time.